Welcome to part 3 of the dating simulator. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. In this game, I fall in love with the Chicken Man. If you don't know who the Chicken Man is, it's Colonel Sanders. If you have not seen the last 2 parts, why the hell are you watching the 3rd part and not the other 2? The other 2 have important story. Last time we left off, we confessed our love, I guess. You wake up to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Lemon pepper. Because remember, the blank stuff is lemon pepper. You would know if you watched the other 2 parts. In some jurisdictions, lemon pepper isn't even legal! But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it! Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, it's chicken and biscuit! It's miltaxulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Ah! Such confidence, such grace! Flatter him! You know, I think we might make a great team! I'm ILYCS, but, I mean, you know, Chicken Man is pretty cool, bro. Chicken's good. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. God, look at that view. I would love to live here. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Ah, business partner! Could he be talking to you? This is all happening so quickly! Overcome with emotion and confusion by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of culinary school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you.
Where have you been?
I've been looking at your BTS poster for the last 20 years!
Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now it turns out you're fine. I can actually get you up to speed about the sick girl, Miriam!
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date!
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Cake, he asked me to go out with him! Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But then he was more interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so yeah, sure, I did. Little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And now, I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam the time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together, with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop. No, not Pop! Not the kid! Though himself might not grasp the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Ooh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I want my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? I literally just woke up. It's 7 a.m. Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Okay, Jesse from Team Rocket. You've got some nerve, Gladys, suggesting that I pick on a defenseless hope. Whoa! Whoa, calm down, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince a bit. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever!
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are seeming too close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? GLaDOS, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, GLaDOS. I am more than capable enough for speaking up for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walked into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine food. Seal it inside, GLaDOS. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Wow, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something you found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend too much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open the page with arcane warnings. Cast only if in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do it something else, like anything else not roasted in dark magic?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. No! You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and it's a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make an announcement. I want you all to know that I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some whole homework to give him as... You reach in your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. He goes... I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world like uncredited for my work. My GLaDOS, were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, GLaDOS, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see? But before you can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it later after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a safety?
Miriam and Clanks appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends like Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Then just take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pulls out the gaps of his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Ew! Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's clearly not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the road to be alone with his shoe. Oh! Everyone tries to pretend they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast Paul all over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't distract from those ahead. The final competition showdown extra exam! Trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think of upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in that class in front of everyone?
Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is in a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name out on it. And a big ranch for the both of us. And whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, thank God it's not Pop. Or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea how you wanted to spend time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van and the supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test and of a recipe you've been working on. Gladys's famous chicken pot pie! After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh Worcestershire sauce, a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as you do so, your cram session was interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Gladys, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie began to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard when it starts to stick when... Okay, we're gonna fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can tell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. You mean the Learning Channel? Nah. Actual TLC. Just kidding, chat. Nah. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved the taste of country cooking. I've always loved country cooking. And I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you got! You step up for the cook-off in a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that you'll push you over to the edge of your victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top shelves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts at full 10 out of 10 with frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out. There's really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Buster Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure point talking technique. Wait, did Clank just learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as it was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct! Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him to the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your disc, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You got a book of your own, and you're desperate to not see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's most certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way! Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way! Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room! I believe in you, GLaDOS. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, GLaDOS, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever! You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food? Sure, cook time. I've actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. No! It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient that it was made of. And where in the world did she get the iron from? No! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up to a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster! Steve, what happened to Barco? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Barco had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I tell you, you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills are really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed in some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, I guess you guessed it, sorta. If you were here, would you mind tossing me fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I love to!
I've always wanted to be a top chef. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know how to know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics.
What are you, Monsters Inc. reject?
And tactics and glass when I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon... No! No! We're gonna summon... I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as energy flows through your body. Ah! My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, GLaDOS, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you had been summoned to me immediately fades black out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak, arms heading, bobbing on my sweater, all burning, mouth spaghetti. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this. I will show you the world of my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. How am I flying when my wings are too small? You know that with this power you can really do anything. Except turn back time, which you would be super successful because you were served powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and it can't be served. But don't worry, dear GLaDOS. Oh, thank you, narrator. You have suffered many setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned this support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You're really thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Woo! You managed to make his mac and cheese! And in time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. That is so gay. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever placed your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations have a surprising effect that surprise other individuals or experts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand full. What is English? A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! And it sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Ew! Pop, get down from there, right now.
Let me guess, the band have something to do with this.
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Okay, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reject.
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSIL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, and other onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged. I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. It's been 3 days! Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please stand forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles.
Oh my god, I would eat that! If it was bigger.
Tender udon noodles and savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that the tiny Naruto Maki? I spied afloat in its itty bitty bowl. Naruto Maki is fish cake.
Yes, chef!
God, what is this, Gordon Ramsay? Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Oh my god!
Yes, Sprinkles! And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself!
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else take a take? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who don't floss. I even have a really cute electric brush for dogs. Fine, I enjoy all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of food. A+. Oh wait, no, I thought that was her saying it. A+. Really? Do I taste a dish with much love poured in it as it yours? Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug.
Thank you, GLaDOS, for helping me to believe in myself.
Then you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one of the urchin spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue and is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no! I can't eat this. It can't put that on tongue. They're qualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving of food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for grammar! Fucking Metatron acting ass. Don't This isn't the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another minute, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, start to step up. How? Describe your... Oh, fuck. No, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually does not sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask if you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and it's meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, GLaDOS? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't even realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would have gone to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know how and considering if he cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms out to rededicate herself, being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you heard of me either!
If this class gets much smaller, I will be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders are the final cooks. Step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. God damn, these people know how to draw food. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the rule, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blew me away. In my 39 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class! You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend into this reality, into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Vandrin and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how would they be better than this one? Now that the school year is completed and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on! God damn, look at that chandelier. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated. I could tell that it was the cafeteria because of the sign over there. The cafeteria has the cafeteria has completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of school graduation dance. Hold on! If we're gonna get a dance on, I gotta get dressed. Hold on! This is not right. I need to get dressed. One moment. Let me get my fancy clothes on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh god, I only have my maid outfit. You know what? We're gonna go for Sakura Queen. Fuck it. I'm back. Okay. Alright, I'm good. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems right, cute, and cozy. DJ Donkey's in the house! You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, god damn, Ashley! Vandrin and Ashley tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation! It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick for you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, the Spark Monster has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone return to me by my new name, Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone was too wrapped up talking to the Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Oh, Miriam looks cute. Maybe things didn't look out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Her red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It looks like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would commend such an entrance? Let me guess. Oh, it's Oh, I thought it was Colonel Sanders. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perch his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Bob. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam except your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new ring on the school, not to mention honor of educating the son of the gender and the schoolnoch. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
I actually feel like I knew this whole time.
Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides,
No, obviously.
I just began to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. I'm a magical girl.
You were blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives! Howdy, classmate. I thought you were going to be wearing a tuxedo, my guy! Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's just not enough to give him a bucket of chicken. It's time, it's a full meal! Oh my god! I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man. Oh my god, he called himself the Chicken Man! In the history of chicken and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Wait, is that it? We don't get to... No, it's not the... Oh, thank God! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. GLaDOS, what are you doing here, sitting all alone? I'm a monster child! Just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance, I guess? I don't fucking know. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to! As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th French fries, beautiful, yum yum. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, GLaDOS. No pun intended. Your name is very weird. Why did your parents name you that? How sweet. We'll work and get. Whoa! We'll work and play together. Whoa, what the fuck? Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on the time at school here, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you only live half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear GLaDOS. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. You could run your own restaurant, like Sakura Cafe. The end! Now go work at Sakura Cafe, you lazy fuck. A game by KFC, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. That was it. Thank you guys so much again for watching. The silly, stupid, oh my god, can I not, bruh, can I not go 3 seconds without, no, listen, we've already seen the